don't know, I just really wanted to talk about this drama, this controversy that's going on right now with the drama regarding Nick from Love Island, Nicolandria, and this Molly girl. You know, I actually don't really want to include Olandria too much in this because I actually quite like Olandria. Okay, I'm walking right now, so pardon me. But I actually quite like her, so I'm gonna keep this focused. This is the Nicolandrians' fault because they are the ones that have put a lot of pressure onto this relationship working. Most Love Island couples do not last, and while Nicolandrians know this, they wanted to use Olandria as a representative, promotion. That's what YouTubers from the Black women empowerment space always, talk about. Chrissy, Jessie Woo, the rest of them. Here's the issue. I was really in the BWE space. I really enjoy it. Specifically, I was a big fan of Chrissy. However, once my critical thinking skills came in, I disengaged. And I think there are a prime example of how crazy people and bad people come about. Like, the very beginning message was very good, but I think they are an example of how little by little entertaining ideas and thoughts that are a little bit more unhinged or controversial can eventually push you into this realm of delusion. Now, the people who supported Nicolandrians, they've either acknowledged that, okay, you're probably right, this relationship isn't real, fine, but I still agree with everything else, or they're holding firm in it and stating, oh, even if it's not real, it's a great promotion. How is it great promotion, y'all? I have so much I could say, but I'll bring it up in another video. It sets a dangerous precedent because it allows people to know that Black women are willing to support you as a non-Black man, emphasis on non, as long as you give the Black women attention. You think that they don't see you guys online. You know they see you, right? Like, I don't know, like, this is what Black men talk about when they say you guys are self-obsessed. Like, they can see you. Everyone can. White people, Asian, we can all see you. Like, yes, social media pushes content primarily to people that, look like you. But, once in a while, I get a video on, like a white red pillar or, like a freaking documentary on, bleaching in Asia. Like, I get those videos. So, you can only imagine they probably get especially because, Black women are yappers, Black American culture, Black people's culture is to be yapaholics. We talk a lot. We talk too much. So you know they can see. You know. It's like double. It's a double, you know. Double confirmation. Yeah, so, you know, they're seeing you and they're thinking, okay, this is a strategy. This is how Kenny was able to get away with it. Get away with what he got away with. What's her name? Whitney's ex-boyfriend, Locken. Oh my gosh, I could do a deep dive on those cases. This is how they were able to. You guys can see the pattern is quickly forming, but wisdom is chasing you guys and you're running faster. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think it shows how people don't just become bad people when they wake up in the morning. You know, or crazy people. You slowly entertain delusional or controversial behavior, delusional thoughts, little by little, until you've entered into a realm strayed so far from logic. It's so funny because the stench follows you, the stench of delusion. Do you know what's so funny? When I'm on YouTube, no, not YouTube, Instagram, actually insane because I'll see a post, right, and it's like this black woman with this white man. It's crazy because I can tell whether they're a divestor or not. It's the strangest thing because, like, at first I thought, oh, what's the matter? Why am I hating? I would see these like images and I don't know, like, they always have the same skin. Like the same outfit, the same similar caption, the same kind of beige, trying to fit into this soft life, feminine, blah blah blah. I can tell they're divestor. I just can. It's crazy. And I thought maybe it was just like me hating until I was scrolling on Instagram another day, right? And I saw this like post again between a black woman and a white man, and I was like, oh, and I was like, wait, I caught myself and I was like, wait, why did I find this cute? And then I realized I found it cute because I could tell that the relationship was authentic. I could tell that it wasn't a divestor that made this post. And I tried to test myself again if there was like actually a difference in vibe, because when you say it, it kind of sounds crazy. Like, how do you know? Like, but then tried it again. I would be looking at different images, like, you know, black woman, white man, and I found that I could usually tell when they were like a divestor. Because I came across this, you know, another image, and it was this black woman and white man, and I was like, oh, this is so sweet. And then I looked onto their page and I saw that they had been together for years. They had been together for years. I could feel the authenticity emanating through the screen. It's really interesting because you can kind of tell between these relationships what the vibe is. It's so strange. Even when I see an Asian and white man, like an Asian woman and white man, you can kind of tell whether it was, you know, born out of weird vibes or if the connection is actually real, because I actually follow this couple, you know, and you know, they're Asian woman, white man, and they're so funny together. Like, the vibe is very much, they didn't look at each other and be like, oh yeah, you should be better. They didn't do that. They just, you can tell that they got together because they genuinely just, they vibe. And yeah, we can tell, you know? Everyone can tell. Maybe, I don't know if I'm unique in the way that I can kind of feel the vibe, like, oh no, this is a divestor chat. Or if I can tell, okay, this actually feels authentic. I don't know if I'm the only one, maybe I am. But if I were to guess, I think other people can tell too. You know, if it actually feels authentic, or if you're staying, or you're with that right man, because of the messaging you've received online. Yeah, that's everything I want to say for now. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, you know, tell me in the comments. I'm very curious as to what people think. I've been thinking about this for like a minute, and I'm just talking as someone who's actually had relationships with white men a lot in my life, because I always grew up around them. I actually have been around, you know, them way more than black people. And the black people in my life have always been good people. I think that's why. Tell me if you agree, if you disagree. And like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm gonna be talking about those like a lot more, because it's just interesting. It's very interesting. And I have so many opinions all the time. In a sense, I've just been keeping them to myself. But yeah. Okay. Bye.